Today's a sad day for many regional and bush towns as News Corp, the owner of Sky News, cuts back on its community and regional print editions in the wake of falling revenues. Obviously coming to a head during this COVID pandemic. Now, the company has decided to go to digital editions only for all of its regional and smaller titles, except for the Northern Territory News, the Cairns Post, the Townsville Bulletin, the Gold Coast Bulletin, the Hobart Mercury, the Toowoomba Chronicle, the Gold Coast Bulletin, as I said, and Geelong Advertiser. It's a sad day for scores of mastheads, many of which serve in the regions as this show goes to air. Now, the reality of a post-COVID fiscal environment and the likes of tech giants like Google and Facebook eating the lunches of community titles has forced this decision. And it's a sad day, it's a sad outcome for so many reasons, including the many jobs that will be lost. Local papers have always been the heart and soul of particularly smaller communities. Many of these titles have been around for well over a century, but the inevitable march of the information age has made them, in many cases, unprofitable in their current form. And switching to digital will still ensure that locals get their news quickly and with quality content, albeit it means people will be on their computers or their phones rather than digesting the hard copy. Now, the essence of journalism is strong content, and that won't be lost in what happens going forward. But the closure of print editions will no doubt invoke plenty of nostalgia. I mean, I started out as a 17-year-old cadet at the Daily Examiner in Grafton. I was covering the local council and I wasn't even old enough to vote. We'd cover the local shows and we'd write up the winners of everything on old typewriters, from the winner of the Lamington contest, always controversy attached to that one, who had the best rooster on Jacaranda Thursday when the town closed at lunchtime. We'd go from shop to shop getting photos and stories of shopkeepers dressing up in their purple. The first thing they do is put a glass of wine or a beer in your hand. Country newspapers are often the glue that keeps a community together, and while some on the left, those idiots on Twitter, are rejoicing that News Corp has had to take these measures, the bigger picture here is that locals will still be able to see quality content online, and of course their major metropolitan mastheads will provide local content. They'll still get their daily dose of news, but it'll be on the computer or of course the phone. That's the reality of the IT revolution and the market right now. It's a sad day in many respects, but the world is a different place today than what it was 20, 30, 50, 100 years ago.